Hi, my name is Trevor Schulte, and this is my informative speech. Cake or pie? It's a question that many people haven't been able to answer for years, but one company has finally got the answer to whether they want the wet, fruity treat or the dry cake. Achatz Handmade Pie Company. It's a company that's rich in history, a company that has used that rich history to form techniques of making delicious pies and to make many different delicious pies. And their history didn't begin very long ago. In 1993, Achatz Handmade Pie Company opened up in Armada, Michigan. They eventually expanded out of their home and made a 10-acre apple orchard. That's where they got their apples. And for those of you that do not know, 10 acres is roughly 9 football fields. So you can imagine that they were telling the company, how do you like them apples? They were also featured on shows such as the Food Network, the Rachel Ray Show, and even Good Morning America. And for those of you who do not watch Good Morning America, recently the First Lady Michelle Obama was on Good Morning America. So imagine you wake up in the morning and you turn on your TV, you see Michelle Obama, and then you see Achatz Handmade Pie Company and the pies. So you can imagine the publicity it got them. And now they have 8 franchises just in Michigan alone. And the people of Achatz, they're Seventh-day Adventists. It's a Christian religion that believes that the holy day is on a Saturday, and they don't work on Saturdays. So if you're running late for that family function, gotta get a pie, don't stop at Achatz. They won't be open on Saturday. And it's a good thing because they have tradition. They want to show that they've been running for 19 years and they've been living the same way and using the same fundamentals that their family did from the beginning. So shows that they're using the same techniques that their founders used in their pies now. And a major way that Achatz is different from all the other pie stores is that they treat their pies with love and care. Their crusts are extremely tender. It's from the hand making of the pie. And they use real fruit fillings. And their fruit fillings are from local areas. So that 10-acre apple orchard, yeah, they use that for their apple pies. And they're tastier than all the other pies that you can get at like a grocery store. But my favorite thing about the pies is that they don't use preservatives, and preservatives are what keep pies good for like a month. So you can go into a Kroger or a Meijer's and get a pie that's been sitting there for like a month and it'll still be good. But is it? Is it good? Or is it just okay? Achatz, they make their pies on the spot. And they're delicious. They're good for weeks, but they're not just these pies that you can go pick off a shelf. I mean, the pies that you can pick off a shelf have potassium sorbate in it. And for me, I personally don't want that in my pie. I think that's disgusting. I don't think that it belongs in a pie. So, as you can imagine, they make a really good, different lineup of pies using these techniques. I think their best pies are their fruit pies. One of their fruit pies is called the Michigan 4-berry pie. This pie has blackberries, blueberries, cherries, raspberries. So it's a lot of berries, and it's one of their most popular pies. But let's say that you don't like berries. Then get the Dutch apple pie. It's basically an apple pie, but instead of having that normal topping, it has a crusty topping made with rolled oats and brown sugar. It's a really good topping to a really good pie. And it shows that there's a fruit pie for everyone. Having the cherry pie, the apple pie, the 4-berry. It's really good. But let's say you don't like fruit. They have a good selection of cream pies, like your banana cream, your chocolate cream, and now they have this new one that's really taking storm. It's called the cannoli pie. It's filled with pastry cream and cream cheese, and it has, the topping is raw almond slivers and mini chocolate chips. So it's a cannoli, but in a pie form. They also make savory pies as well. And the savory pie is essentially the opposite of what a sweet pie is. So think of a pot pie or a quiche. So you can even have pie for dinner. And the last time I had that was when I was like 3 years old. So Achatz is a really good company for making you feel like a kid again. And all those different pies really explain why Achatz is one of the best pie companies in Michigan. Achatz is a company that has so much history led to these different techniques and how they work, and it made a really great, delicious lineup of pies. And the history of their handmade pies has been around since 1993, and they don't use the preservatives, as I said, and they use all natural ingredients, which makes their lineups of these different pies really excel from all the different places around Michigan, making them one of the best, if not the best, pie companies in Michigan. So, if you can't choose what you want for dessert, just think back to Achatz. Because Achatz, unlike the other competition, has made pie never look so good.